All right, listeners, check it out. Check it out. I got the guys from Grey Mourning on Skype with me right now. Guys, how's it going?
Doing good, man.
It's going.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, guys, if you could take a second, introduce yourselves and tell us what you do in the band.
I'm Jay. I'm the lead singer and play guitar every now and then.
I'm Dan, lead guitar, iOS devices, triangle ensemble.
Rob, I'm a rhythm, harmony guitarist, and backing vocals.
And I do that too. Backing vocals too.
And I'm Aaron. I like to particularly sometimes hit stuff with usually drums.
Awesome, guys. So now, give us a little history on the band, man. When did you guys first meet? When did it all start?
First started, the band initially started, back in 2004. And tons and tons of lineup changes, yada, yada. Fast forward to what, about 3 years now, I think, Dan?
Thereabouts.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Started recording the Darkness and Light album with my friend Matt Liptak on drums. And gave Dan a copy of it to check out, see what he thought. And he was like, dude, I want to record the lead guitars on this. You need me to record them. So one late evening, Dan came over to track the lead guitars, and it slowly evolved from there. Corey got introduced into it via Dan, and through Aaron Kennedy, we met Aaron, and he hopped on board. And then through Aaron, we met Rob.
It's all a giant train.
Yeah.
We had one fan in there.
We recruited.
Yeah, we recruited our one fan into the band.
Yep.
Cool. So, guys, how'd you decide on the name Grey Mourning?
Oh, God.
I love this.
It just happened.
It just
There's no, like, magical, mysterious story behind it.
We don't all wear gray.
See, originally
Black, but not gray.
Originally, we were going by the My Ogre Gen Urn. It wasn't exactly easy to say, but we were playing Scrapple one day, and I played our band name, and somehow, I think it was Rob's dogs, the board got knocked over, and, well, you can see what happened there.
cool. So, guys, the songwriting now, would you say it's a one-person effort? Is it a group effort? How do you guys go about writing the tunes?
Originally, it was one person. It was pretty much all me. but
As of late, it's...
but now that there's an actual band and there's actual guys that for whatever reason decided, hey, we want to stick around, you're okay to deal with. You're not too much of a douchebag. Most days. You know, it's more of a group effort now, and it's on the stuff that we're going to start working on with the future EPs that we start putting out. It's going to be even more of a group effort.
Cool, cool. Now, you guys, have you played a lot of live shows?
We played a small handful of live shows, and then we had some stuff come up and took a bit of hiatus.
We haven't played in about a year. Our last show was June of 2013, but prior to that was when we were active with shows. And I mean, it was good because I was away at college, so I would come back occasionally, practice and play shows with these guys. But I'm sure if I had been in the area, not in college, we would play a lot more shows. But
Yeah. It was mostly just shows. I mean, nothing new really happened because we were too busy practicing the material we already had in place for the shows because Aaron was home so seldomly. And those songs keep changing and evolving.
Growing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you get bored playing the same thing year in and year out.
Yeah, you gotta spice it up somehow.
Exactly. Like even songs that we've played live 100 times, there's things we've switched around for this show in those songs.
Right. Cool. So now, you guys are playing your final show on the 12th, right?
yes.
All right. Well, what's going on there? What's up with what's going on?
We decided we want to do one last show, give one last big giant bang, and go out on a high positive note as far as the live performance thing goes.
Live performance.
Yeah.
Live performance. So
Final live performance.
So are you guys still going to be recording together?
Hell yeah.
Of course.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh, very cool. Oh, so this is not the end of Grey Mourning then?
No, my goodness, no.
This is the
Grey
end.
Mourning has just begun.
This is just the end of Grey Mourning as a live entity.
Awesome. That's really
It's the
good
end of
news,
Grey
man.
Mourning. It's the end of Grey Mourning operating in the way that the music industry traditionally has.
Cool. Very cool. We'll talk more about that later because I always touch on that subject. But guys, right now I'll play a tune, "The Numbing Effect." What can you tell us about the song?
It's a high-octane kick butt rock song.
It's the only guitar solo I actually wrote.
And it's also the song that we kick off our shows with.
Oh, how very appropriate then, right? Awesome. Okay, listeners, check this out. "The Numbing Effect" from Grey Mourning. We'll be right back.
Hello, mistress, I've been waiting in my coffin for you to bury me. Dig your nails in a little bit deeper. Pierce my skin, yeah, I've lost all feeling. Feel the sun, embrace the darkness. Enrapturing my heart. Time to noose around my throat a little bit more. I'm more numb than before. You're the poison conquering my blood. Like a cancer, you ravage me, taking away all my pleasantries. I'm the prisoner of your new disease. Steal the sun, embrace the darkness. Enrapturing my heart. Time to noose around my throat a little bit more numb than before. Steal the sun, embrace the darkness. Enrapturing my heart. Time to noose around my throat a little bit more. I'm more numb than before.
All right, gang, we are back with the guys from Grey Mourning. Guys, how's it going?
Going great.
Going awesome.
Awesome. Now, question for each of you is, when did you guys first pick your instruments? When did you know that this is what you wanted to do?
Let's go around the circle. I'll start. All right. Well, I had been in percussion throughout elementary school, middle school, high school. So I've always had a touch of percussion in me. I just never really played any drum set, and my opportunity to get involved in jazz band, I didn't do because I wasn't really interested at the time. So I want to say it came up to maybe 2007 or so. I heard Avenged Sevenfold play, and I heard Beast in the Harlot, and I heard the drums, Jimmy the Sullivan, blew my mind away. So I actually, my job at the time, I joined a band with those guys, guitar player Rob, who's sitting here right next to me, and bass player.
Hi, Rob.
I bought a drum set, and, it went from there. I slowly started to upgrade. I slowly started to listen to more music, and I was introduced to a whole bunch of different genres and styles. I'm now into a heavy progressive stage where I live and breathe progressive music. And I'm currently drumming with Grey Mourning, and it just all evolved from that time where, I heard the Rev from Avenged Sevenfold. I dedicated my first tattoo to him because he had that much of an influence on me, and I've just been evolving myself as a musician ever since.
Cool.
Roberto?
Okay. Well, I guess it all started back basically when I was like 13 or 14 when my cousin introduced me to the guitar.
This is the most I've ever heard Rob talk.
Yeah, I don't talk
You
much.
guys are getting a treat, so
Yeah. Sit back and enjoy. Anyways. Yeah, he showed me a few things. My uncle got me interested in guitar and played in a small band earlier with my buddy Aaron here.
Hello.
And it's basically grown from there. Same style of music, progressive, started out with Avenged, a little Metallica here and there, and yeah, here I am.
So basically the way you got into music was you got into music.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, short and sweet.
So Dan, when did you first pick up your instrument, man? When did you know that this is what you wanted to do?
I first picked up my instrument 12 years ago, which is mind-blowing me now, just saying it out loud. I grew up in a household that was always filled with music. My dad had actually wanted to be a music teacher before he became an engineer, so, there was a grand piano in the living room from the day I was born. He was always strumming his guitar or playing his saxophone or whatever. So there was always, music around. When I was old enough that I started all the band stuff in school, I wanted to play percussion, but my mom wouldn't let me. So I played trumpet instead. I played trumpet from 4th grade all the way up until the end of 8th, when I quit band to play football my freshman year, because that's just what you did at Berwick.
Still do.
Yeah.
So after that, I got into guitar because I heard Seek and Destroy by Metallica. So,
Awesome tune.
So that's what started me off. And Metallica told me I wanted to be a guitar player. John Petrucci from Dream Theater told me why.
Cool.
The first time I heard Dream Theater, it was like a religious experience, like the heavens had parted and the progressive metal gods were smiling down upon me. Yes, John Petrucci himself came down and blessed me.
And that still happens with every new album.
Exactly. He comes down and he blesses the album himself. I wish that were true, but anyway. So because of him, I followed his example. I got into the habit of forsaking my adolescent social development to lock myself in my room and play technical exercises 6 hours a day. I bought my first Ibanez because of him, from Jason, actually, 10 years ago, when I was 16. How do you feel, Jay?
A million.
Well, nonsense. You don't look a day over 900,000.
Hang in there, Jay.
Yay.
You'll make it. So I met Corey not too long after that. A friend in high school put together a band to play at prom, and he got me to play guitar, and Corey was the bass player. So when that band was over, after our 1 or 2 shows, Corey and I kept playing together, and it was just always kind of me and him ever since. So when I got involved with Jason's project a few years back, and he said, "Man, we need to do live shows with a bass player," and I know exactly the guy to call. So we called Corey, and that's how Corey wound up here.
Cool. How about you, Dave?
Oh, God.
Yes?
See. Oh, God. I actually started out as a drummer. Got into drums via Nirvana, seeing the Smells Like Teen Spirit video and looking at Dave Grohl and just going, holy crap. I can bash the living crap out of things and get away with it. That is awesome.
Yeah, you misdirected adolescent aggression.
Right? So it evolved from that. Then later on in high school, started getting into like Metallica, Megadeth, a lot of them old school thrash bands. Went away to college, still doing the drum thing, started dabbling with guitar a little bit because it kept having band members that weren't very reliable to deal with. And so, well, forget this, I'm going to learn everything and do everything myself. Got into the whole guitar thing, started taking vocal lessons at college, and then it slowly evolved from there, and eventually years down the road met these crazy kids. You know, for some reason they still put up with this old guy. And
You buy us a beer because we're too young.
you wish.
I want a pack of smokes.
Shut up and play that drum part right, and maybe I'll think about it.
Cool, guys. So now, who would you say your personal musical influences are? Aaron?
Oh God, it's definitely Jimmy the Rip Sullivan. Like I said, he got me started. I still listen to all the old Avenged Sevenfold albums. Too bad he passed away at such a young age. I was gonna go out and see him, but that seems to be my luck. Every idol that I have, they either leave their band or they just disappear off the earth. I pretty much say Jimmy the Rip Sullivan and Mike Portnoy from former drummer of Dream Theater are my biggest influences. And unfortunately, I didn't get to see him with Dream Theater either.
I did.
Dan did. I didn't. But I did meet him, actually. I went to see Threat Point 4 weeks ago at Reverb in Reading, Pennsylvania. They were one of the opening bands for Adrenaline Mob, and Mike Portnoy showed up almost at the end of the set, and me and Rob here, we actually got a picture of him, so I didn't need to go see Dream Theater. I met one of my influences right there. So
That's very cool.
I'm not gonna rattle off a huge list of my influences because there's many, but Mike
You don't listen to
Portnoy,
that much music.
my boundaries have not been fully extended, but the Rev and Mike Portnoy are probably my biggest influence.
Cool, cool. How about you, Rob?
Oh boy. I'd say basically freaking Sim from Avenged Sevenfold. Just like the way he plays, freaking, and of course John Petrucci. He'll think, crazy move. Yeah, a bunch of others here and there, but that's basically the main ones.
Who are your influences, people?
Yeah, that guy. How about you, Dan?
First and foremost, John Petrucci, as I already said. James from Metallica, as far as the whole riff writing process, the whole low chuggy thing.
Right.
I'm really into Steve Vai, really into Joe Satriani. John McLaughlin from Mahavishnu Orchestra, that's a little bit more obscure. Alex Lifeson from Rush. Tool's a big influence, not just the guitar player, everybody in the band Tool. Outside of that, really it just depends on the day of the week.
Cool, cool. Jay?
Oh God, let's see here. Kurt Cobain, Dave Grohl, Eddie Vedder, Jim Morrison, LeJean from Seven Dust. The biggest influence right now for me is probably got to be Corey Taylor, though.
Oh, cool.
Mozart, Dr. Dre, Wham.
Don't forget Barry Manilow.
Oh, my God.
Rick Astley.
Yes.
The Klingon Rick Astley.
Yes. And William Shatner. Can't forget William Shatner.
Ouch.
Captain James Tiberius here.
So now, when you guys aren't writing, rehearsing, doing things for the band, what do you guys do for a day off, man? What do you guys enjoy doing? Aaron?
Well, when I have time to enjoy things, because I work at CVS pretty much all week, but other than that, I just like to get outside. I'm actually a huge summer person. I know a lot of people have been complaining about this weather. I'm not going to mention any names. I go outside and I walk. I listen to music. I pretty much just shut off the world. That's how I expand my music knowledge. I pull up my music while I'm walking. I play video games occasionally, not as much as I did. Music's just been a huge part of my life. So I kind of gave up video games for that. I don't really do a whole lot because, like I said, my soul is pretty much sold to where I work. But I just like to be outdoors. I like to hang out with my buddies here. I go to the bar occasionally with them and, have fun. No trouble, just go out and have fun.
Cool.
And I play music with them, so it's been a great life for me so far. I'm blessed to be where I am. I'm pharmacy school and I'm coming back to do music, so I got both my dreams going for me and couldn't be happier.
Very cool. How about you, Rob?
Basically,
Sleep
music.
and work.
Yeah, sleep and work pretty much. Full-time job, going to school full-time, going for computer drafting, music, like I said, bar, that's always fun. Walk, like to play pool, stuff like that, video games.
The usual stuff.
Yeah.
Usual young adult stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
How about you, Dan?
I watch lots of Star Trek. But no, seriously, I do. But other than that, I'm in nursing school right now. I was a paramedic for a couple of years, so I'm moving up in the world there, or at least trying to. I've been doing magic since I was 5. That's fun.
He shows us new tricks every week.
I do. I do, and still haven't figured most of them out yet.
We're too stupid.
Of course, I'm not that good. You're just that
Not
stupid.
just that. I hit stuff with sticks.
I get stuff with sticks. I shoot pool. I write. Yeah, I like to talk about politics a lot. That's fun.
Cool, man. Cool. Jay, how about you, man?
Work full time, just like the rest of the guys here. Drink Jaeger bombs with Dan. That's always a good time.
Take the shot. Yummy.
Yummy.
Just usual stuff like that, and watch the occasional horror flick on Netflix, and
Masturbate.
no, that's overrated.
So smooth. Cool.
Ain't
Guys,
like the real thing.
damn straight, right?
You don't have to in your hands. It's a good life.
Oh, awesome.
No, we just named my dating disasters. That's what their nicknames.
Yes, lots of nicknames that can't be said on the air.
Yes.
Even
Even on the internet.
Even the internet radio.
Even on the internet in
Highly frowned upon.
Even on the internet in Europe.
Oh, awesome. Guys, what would you say is your most epic moment so far? Aaron?
Wait, can you repeat that for me?
Sure, man.
Sneezed in Aaron's ear.
What would you say is your most epic moment so far?
Oh God, music-wise?
Yeah, man.
That's a tough one.
Polo coaster.
Honestly, I can't entirely answer that. I could just say being around the people that I'm currently surrounded with, they've opened many doors for me. My drum tutor, Aaron Kennedy, actually helped me out a huge bit. He actually was the one, like I think it was Jay, he said earlier, he hooked me up with Grey Mourning, and he actually hooked me up with my drum shell pack itself. So, I mean, the people that I'm surrounded by just have constantly motivated me to keep moving. Everything in my life is pretty much epic. Music-wise, I don't really have a single moment that stands out just yet. Notice I said just yet.
Right.
So, you know, I'm just going to keep moving forward, and whatever happens, whatever comes my way, I'm just going to take it as it comes.
Cool, cool. How about you, Dan? Or, yeah, Dan.
Dan? Rob?
Dan.
Dan? Okay.
I went out of order.
My most epic moment, sorry guys, it's actually pre-Grey Mourning. It was back when I was recording instrumental ridiculous shred in my bedroom. Ron Thal, more commonly known as Bumblefoot, who used to play in Guns N' Roses, actually heard my music, and he had some pretty nice things to say about it, so that was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Rob?
Yeah, for me, basically, just picking up the guitar for the first time, it pretty much changed my life.
He epic immediately.
Yeah,
Oh,
picked up the guitar, instant epicness.
When we met Mike Portnoy, that was
Yeah, that was a good one.
You had your turn.
I forgot.
How about you, Jay?
Fucking drummers.
I forgot.
For me, it has to be every time I get to jam with these crazy kids. You know, that's the most epic, most amazing time ever.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, we're crazy by now.
Yeah.
Outside of the band, it would be when I met Seven Dust the first time.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, if we're
Yeah.
counting meeting people,
Yeah, me.
when I met John
There
Petrucci.
you go. Don't get to do that.
Are almost our idols.
Yeah.
Almost.
Another pretty epic moment was we actually auditioned Aaron.
Yeah, that was.
we played through one song and then we were all just like, you're hired.
Yeah, 2
Oh,
years
wow.
ago, 2012.
Very cool.
Numbing Effect, actually, the one you played just a little bit ago, we played through that and we're like, oh, yep, that'll do. That'll do, Pig.
Cool, guys. So now let's take it the other way. Do you have any Spinal Tap moments you want to talk about?
No.
The ones that
The
started.
Unspeakable Show.
Yeah, that's the unspeakable
Well,
show.
since we're talking about the Unspeakable Show, which is a
We're not.
oxymoron,
It's the first and second rules of the Unspeakable
my,
Show.
my Spinal Tap moment was actually in that Unspeakable Show when I had very first song, Numbing Effect. It seems to be coming back and forth. I broke my stick right in the first song. I grabbed one of my fluffy mallets that I used for the second song to compensate after using my hand to hit the snare drum multiple times. I had cotton flying everywhere. My stick bag was many, many feet away, so I was pretty much screwed until we had a break. And let me tell you, that wasn't fun. If you're a drummer, make sure you have a stick holder.
And then he
And multiple
spontaneously
sticks.
combusted.
And that was just one reason why that show was unspeakable, because that was a disaster right from the get-go.
Oh, man. Rob?
Haven't had any yet, knock on wood.
Very good. Dan?
Go to hell, Rob.
Hey.
My worst Spinal Tap moment is actually a two-parter. I have a tumultuous relationship with playing Relay for Life events.
Oh, yeah.
The first time I ever played at Relay for Life was in 2005 with a former band, and literally 30 seconds into the first song, my A string snaps, just goes.
Wow.
And guess who didn't bring any extra strings with him? This guy. So I had to play the rest of the hour set missing a string. So that was fun. And then 2 years later, I'm playing a different Relay for Life in a different town with a different band using a different guitar. And 30 seconds into the first song, I break my A string. Thankfully, I learned my lesson. I wound up playing the rest of the show on my 7th string.
Oh,
Which
cool.
sucked because we didn't have any songs that required a 7th string. So I was all kinds of disoriented, trying to, rearrange in my brain. How am I supposed to play all these songs on a 7th string now? I mean, it's not really that hard, but, in the heat of the moment, you're looking down, and it's like, oh, damn it.
Let's say a 20 string.
Oh, it's a string. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. And then later in the show, we were trying to cover Subdivisions by Rush.
Oh, God.
And the keyboard just sounded so terrible. I listened back to it, like, the opening keyboard bass line, the dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
The keyboard through the PA sounded like... I'm like, oh, God, we did this in front of people?
Many people.
No, not many people. It was our family. Relay for Life, and the only people who came to listen to us were the families. It was the last day of the event. Nobody walked around the track and gave a shit about us.
How about you, Jay? What do you got to say?
2 of them, actually. One's a personal one, one's a band one that everybody has forgotten.
Don't hear it.
It better not,
Not the new Menschable show.
it better not involve a Metallica.
I want to
cover.
hear it.
No. The first one was when I was in college, intercollegiate band. They had given us directions on how to get to the back of the stage. So I'm going through the store, I'm walking around backstage, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. And I just felt like I was going in circles nonstop, just like in Spinal Tap.
Hello, Cleveland.
Just like Spinal Tap. I'm walking around, that was immediately what went into my mind. I'm like, Oh my God, I'm in frickin' Spinal Tap right now.
Please tell me you were in Cleveland.
No, that was in Mansfield, actually. Close enough. The second was the last live show that we did, which was a benefit show. And it just reminded me of Spinal Tap because nobody was there, and
It's a benefit rehearsal.
yeah, it's like a benefit rehearsal, and there was a horse
Glorified
show going
practice.
on about a quarter of a mile away.
And everybody was going to the horse show.
Yep, and you could hear the horses over us on the loud giant PA that they had.
So we had a very glorified practice.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Guys, the
Spent
next...
half the show looking at the back.
You were laying down after
I was. I laid down in the middle of a guitar solo and just stayed there for like 3 songs.
And I started introducing Buttercup. After that one song. I was like, if you guys can name what movie I got that reference from, we can stay friends.
Oh, looks like we're not friends.
Nice knowing you, Jay. Fuck off. But that was the show where Aaron and I switched to the song.
Yeah.
I put my-
Successfully.
Yes.
First time
Nobody
we
saw
ever had an instrument switch mid-song with the drummer. Nobody was there to see it. So
Awesome. Guys, the next
I
song...
loved it.
The next song I want to play is Shame on Me. What can you tell us about the tune?
Those arpeggios are a bitch.
That is the song that we hear when we're all out at the bar on Saturday night because
Because
Jason
Jay sings it for
sings it.
karaoke.
And it sounds even better over speakers.
It's because we
Crank your speakers up.
keep asking me for.
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume.
All right,
It's a
listeners.
very driving song.
Yeah.
Cool. Check it out, listeners. This is Shame on Me from Grey Mourning. We'll be right back with you guys.
Thinking things could change. Shame on me for thinking there were better days. Empty hands hold all I received. A broken heart for what I believe. Shame on me, I held on to the string. Shame on me for the false hope that you bring. How could I have ever been so naive? My innocence so easily deceived. Well, I did not believe you yet. I cannot erase my regret. I cannot forgive my past. I cannot move on just yet. Shame on me for letting it end this way. Shame on me for when the skies turn gray. I should have held on just a little bit longer. I should have been just a little bit stronger. Shame on me, I could have done so much more. Shame on me for showing you to that broken door. Maybe you should have been the one to walk away. Maybe then I could see the brighter days. I cannot believe you yet. I cannot erase my regret. I cannot forgive my past. I cannot move on just yet.
All right, gang, we are back with the guys from Grey Mourning. Guys, how's it going?
Excellent.
I'm operating at efficiency.
Cool. So now, guys, would you guys say you have evolved as a band since the beginning?
No, we've devolved.
In all seriousness.
Maturity levels evolved a lot.
Yeah.
That wasn't the question, Jason.
God.
But as far as like the actual arrangements, the new songs that we've been writing, yes,
Yes to
absolutely.
all of the above.
Yes to all the things.
All
Yes.
the things.
Music's got way more complex from when I joined, even, which was just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That was us evolving from one person doing all the writing to all of a sudden everybody's involved.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because myself, Corey, Aaron, Rob, we're really into the progressive scene, so the more complicated something is, the happier we are. And,
Exactly.
and Corey, I mean, he's into some acid-inspired shit that nobody's ever even heard of.
Yeah,
So
right?
God knows where some of those influences come from.
Cool, guys. So now, what advice would you guys have for bands just starting out?
Promote.
Location.
Have a business plan in place before you do anything else. Have goals set short-term and long-term. Keep everything DIY. Do everything yourself for as long as humanly possible.
Never hit a man with glasses. A baseball bat will do much more damage.
And probably one of the biggest things is when you're finding your band members or you're jamming with your band members or doing whatever with your band members, you need to make sure that they're 100% in.
Yeah.
If you're not 100% in, you are 100% finished as a band. If you can't find those complete group of people that are 100%, it's just never going to work out.
We all speak from experience
Oh
on that one.
yeah, I
Move on. You're better than that.
Yeah.
You deserve
I've heard,
better than that. You sound like relationship counselors.
God.
it's true.
Well, you are essentially
yeah.
like a Mormon
Yeah.
marriage.
Being
Basically.
in a relationship.
We're pseudo-Mormons.
Oh, please. You sound like Metallica now.
But that's another key thing, too, is that the people that you get in your band, you know, as relationshipy or Dr. Phil as this may sound, you got to make sure that the guys who are in your band, you can get along with them, that in the best of times you can chill, you can have a few brews
Basically
together.
trust.
But,
is a big issue.
yes, but that you also can hang with each other and be there for each other in the worst of times.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I hate you guys.
We just play music together.
Yeah.
We're not friends.
You're just here.
I don't even know these people.
What was your name
What are you
again?
doing in my house?
What was your name again? Bob? I killed the real Dan a year ago and replaced him.
Oh,
God.
my.
Yeah,
Guys,
George Takei's in the band now.
And you got to get out and you got to play many shows as possible. You can't.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so
Says the band that's putting live
let me
performance.
rephrase this. Don't just jump for the gig that pay. I guarantee that you will probably start playing some gigs free, and do not take those for granted. Play your heart out, because those are shows where people will see you. You start to build up a fan base. Just keep playing. Don't worry about the money that will come if everybody's serious and everybody's all for it. It'll all happen in time.
Yeah, we went from Rob to 5 people.
Network. Never stop practicing. The day you think you don't need to practice anymore is the day you need to put your instrument down and walk away.
Yeah.
And one more thing, too, especially in this day and age with the internet, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, whatever, YouTube, you just got to get out there and just suffocate the social media networks with your material. Make people take notice.
As Corey said last interview, whore yourself to death.
yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, now, guys, talking about social media, this is something I always speak with the bands about. With so much social media out there nowadays and the internet the way it is, a band, not that a band wouldn't want that major label record deal, but you almost don't need it nowadays. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. And you're going to make more money that way, keeping everything independent.
No lawyer necessary.
Yeah.
Oh, you might still need lawyers.
All right, who
Somebody tries to steal your stuff.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotta
But
be all technical.
But with the way a lot of major labels are in this present day and age, the percentage of what a band would actually make revenue-wise from, not just from their music, but also from their merchandise now, from what I understand from the last few things I read, they're starting to take a huge chunk out of their touring profit as well. It really pays more for a band once they start to get where they're making some sort of profit off of what they're doing, to keep everything in-house as much as humanly possible.
The major labels are polishing brass on the Titanic. It's all going down. They can smell the scent of death on themselves. They can see themselves slipping into irrelevance and obsolescence. They're grasping at every last thing they can to survive and sustain the old business model, which is outdated in this day and age of, you know, the internet and social media and DIY stuff and GarageBand and all that. I mean, look at Harmony Wiz, that app that just came out, and anybody can compose classical music now. No formal training necessary. Technology has changed the world, and major labels refuse to change with it, and that's going to be their undoing.
Right. Now, you know, and it almost seems like the major labels don't take notice until a band has made it themselves. Then they want a piece of the action.
Well, it's not like the 70s and 80s. I mean, back then, you know, there weren't as many bands around, and there were more labels. You know, a band had 3-4 albums to really develop, and if they hadn't made it by that point, then the label would say, you know what, maybe we need to talk about it. Nowadays, if you're not a hit on the first go, the label doesn't want anything to do with it.
Right. So, guys, now, speaking of labels, are you guys looking for one?
No.
No,
Not really, no.
not at the current time, no.
So you're going to keep everything in house.
Everything's going to stay in-house. The only way, personally, I would ever consider signing to a label is to have a full, complete contract written up where we keep 100% of our copyrights. We keep all our royalties. We keep all our profit from, like, merchandise. If we were to, say, do any live shows in the future, which, you know, won't happen, but just hypothetically speaking.
Right.
Yeah, right. We're going to do the Kiss farewell tour shit.
Right. We're going to be the Mick Foley's of metal.
Exactly. The Ric Flairs of metal.
Woo!
Oh, my God.
But no, I used to say the only deal I would sign would be a distribution deal, but I don't even know if I'd sign that anymore, because what's the point of having a distribution deal? What can they do for you? Put your CD in stores? Nobody buys CDs anymore. Our CD is on iTunes. We did for ourselves what a distribution deal would do for us. Advertise? We can do that ourselves.
Yeah.
We can whore ourselves on social
Basically.
media and reach the same number of people as any effective advertising campaign. You know, we don't need a billboard or ads in magazines or any of that, because who buys magazines anymore?
Pretty much.
It's all digital. Everything
on the internet.
every single piece of consumable media is going all digital, and we don't need a distribution deal from a label or a major label deal to do any of that stuff.
Right. Very good. So, guys, what is the ultimate goal for Grey Mourning?
World domination.
Take over the world.
Good answer.
Our plans tonight are the same as they are every night.
Try to take over the world. Big cell brain, but if I were wearing 2 tutus, would I really be wearing a 4x4? I broke Jay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Seriously, though.
Yeah.
What would you guys say?
As far as immediately following the show, or you mean our ultimate end goal?
No, I guess ultimately, man, what do you guys have planned, or what would you like to see happen?
For people to frickin' take interest in our music,
Yeah.
to download our EPs, our albums off the internet,
Buy our goddamn CD!
buy merch, you know, and dig and appreciate what we do. You know, but not just us, but there's so many other bands around us that are just as awesome as we are.
Yeah.
Actually, more awesome in my opinion.
Cause of Affliction.
Yes, Cause of Affliction, Threat Point,
Yeah.
The Assembly. Behind the Gray, and that's just
Symphonic Haze.
That's just a small, tiny drop in the bucket of the talent that's here in Northeast Pennsylvania.
Get out and support your local music scene. I'm telling you.
Yeah, there's just as much talent here in Northeastern Central
Unnoticed
Pennsylvania as there is in New York or Nashville. In fact, I'd say more, because
Probably,
everybody in
yeah.
New York and Nashville sounds exactly the
Yeah,
same.
it's all
Yeah.
cookie cutter
Yeah.
Nickelback wannabe stuff.
Not in New York and Nashville. In New York, it's pop and hip hop, and in
Yeah.
Nashville, it's all country.
Yeah.
Right, right.
But
Nice
there-
variety.
Yeah, there are bands doing awesome things that nobody has ever done before. Right in your own backyard.
Yeah.
All you need to do is open your eyes and
Look for
see
it.
that.
Yeah.
I
Pay $3 or $5, go to a local scene, you get to see 4 or 5 bands play, and I guarantee you they'll be awesome. It's bands you've never heard of probably before. They're great bands. Your local music scene is where you need to be.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make it, if you want to be a music, if you want to get up in the ranks, you got to go out and support your fellow local musicians, because that's just what we do. And then, in the music community, you guys gotta have each other's backs,
Yeah,
whether they're
exactly.
your band or whether they're other bands.
Cool. Yeah. Now I've spoken with bands from outside the area that played this area, and they said they're blown away by the scene we have here. They said it's better than the scene down in Philly. It's better than the scene out in Jersey. I mean, we got one hell of a scene going on here.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Take it from Aaron. He lives in Philadelphia.
Unfortunately, I haven't been out to the music scene in Philly, but that's where I live when I'm in school, so I can't really compare. But maybe next year I'll be able to compare. I'll try to get out to some shows there.
Cool.
Otherwise, I'd be a hypocrite to my own the little speech I just gave.
Right. So now, guys, you have your final show coming up. Talk about it, man. Where's it going to be? When's it going to be?
July 11th.
12.
12.
12.
Damn it.
Go home, Jay. You're drunk.
God damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a publicist.
Let's try that again.
Take 2. July 12th, Factory Underground, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Planet Earth.
Cause of Affliction, Behind the Gray, Threat Point, and Grey Mourning. 4 of the most awesome, kick-ass, in-your-face metal bands that you are ever going to see and witness on one stage on one night.
Very cool. Very good. And again, yeah, I agree, man. There's a lot of great talent there. You guys
Yes, and it's only $5 to get in.
That's it, guys. Get out. $5.
Come on, people.
Why go pay $50 or $60 to see some has-been freaking band that should have hung it up 30 years ago? When you can go see 4
Miley
amazing,
Cyrus.
Yeah,
Right.
or this-
and when you can go and see 4 awesome bands that have so much talent.
It costs less than a sandwich at Subway.
yeah, what's that telling you?
Not only that, but the less you're paying for admission, the more money you have to get some beer and get some awesome
You
alcohol.
can eat and drink and not be worried about being shoved to the back of the mosh pit.
And be merry.
Yes.
For tomorrow, Grey
Yeah.
Mourning isn't playing shows anymore.
So that's going to be your final show, right?
Yes, sir.
So again, listeners, get your asses out there. Check out Grey Mourning final show, man. July 12th, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, sorry for the
Factory
confusion.
Underground.
If you're not there, when you go home that night, I'll be under your bed.
Now, some people might like that.
Nice.
Oh, guys.
That was a joke.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, now there's going to be people not going on purpose because they think you're going to be in their bedroom that night.
Don't worry, he doesn't bite.
I don't bite, I stab.
Wow.
Had to use that word, didn't you?
No.
Shut up, Jason.
Awesome. Guys, where can the listeners find Grey Mourning?
You can find Grey Mourning on Facebook.com/Grey Mourning. We're also on Reverb. You can also find us on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, or your other favorite music download sites. And we're on YouTube as well.
That was all.
Aaron broke Dan.
You want a job in radio, man? That was awesome. Awesome, guys. So now the last song I want to play tonight, "Story of Our Life." What can you tell us about the tune?
I play the iPad in it.
Shit on the iPad.
I do.
He rocks that iPad.
The song was just, it was your typical ballad, no offense, Jay. And I was listening to the demo in the car one day, and I thought, oh my God, I know what this needs. This needs a melody line on MorphWiz, which is an iPad app, the one I use to do the little, theremin sounding things. And I went over to Jay's house and I said, you listen to this. This needs to happen. And he's like, I know, man. Everybody's always so skeptical of my awesome ideas until they actually hear them. So he's like, all right, we'll try it. I'll set up to record. And he hits the record button. I think I played 3 notes before his jaw was on the floor.
And I pitched a 10.
Similar to me being added to the lineup.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, panties are going to drop now.
Yeah.
But I do that live, too. I actually play the iPad live whenever we perform the song.
Oh, that's
A
cool.
lot of electronics and songs
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Very
It's
cool.
trying to integrate modern technology into metal. Otherwise, we're going to wind up being as dated and obsolete and irrelevant as the
As 8-tracks.
as the labels we hate.
Very cool. Well, guys, Jay, Aaron, Rob, Dan, I want to thank you guys for calling in tonight and hanging out with me. It was very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us on the line, man.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Hang on one second, guys. Listeners, check this out. Story of Our Life from Grey Mourning. We'll be right back.
heaven's prayers, they just couldn't save us.